stealing my tone, stealing the charts like the that I'm on. I might go Vincent Skeleton Bone. You know what like me get cold.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line. They'll go play action with Stroud. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
All right. 18. What's that?
Stroud to throw. Quick throw, taken in. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Swap. Another swap.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. We're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw now, May. That's to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
1st and 10. Higgins sent in motion. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's May. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Packers.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Crazy.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's May. That one caught. He finds Golden. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
It really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. The man in motion is Watson. Up the middle they go. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. Throwing now is May. He'll try to hit him with a screen. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
A run on first and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 3-0 is our score. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they come up now, second and goal. Off the play fake, it's May. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. It looked like a Packer was able to corral it, and indeed, possession stays with Green Bay.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Throwing is May. This one is caught by Reed. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on fourth and goal. The Packers going to call out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. No issues there. This one is good. And the Packers will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Now he'll just pitch this one out there.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Don't need much. It is third and inches.
Here we go. 18.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. good conversion on third down.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
18. What's up?
They'll try the right side this time. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down.
South. 18. What's up? Red.
Here's Cook. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Lucas Van Ness. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
18. What's up?
Here's Stroud. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Tony, hey!
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. 3-3, our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Greg and I, back from Houston in a moment.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Whole squad on that rail.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go. 18. What's up? Look the hot.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Stroud. That is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. And the Packers are going to get the football at their own 23.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now, May. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. That was good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. May gonna look to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's May. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. So it's 4th down. Punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back with the second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Joshua Carney to kick off.
Still in search of our first touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. On the return is Roger. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
In motion, it's Golden. To throw on 1st down is May. And that ball out of reach for the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down. To throw is May. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an arc to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. On play action, here's May. Moving outside the pocket. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That one good for 29.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. To throw now, May. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's May. On the run to the right. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. That's the former Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson. He's in there to drop him, and it leads to 4th down.
A 49-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will take a 6-3 lead.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
18. What's that?
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 18. What's that? I got him.
Stroud. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll get about 12 yards here as he's out of bounds. That'll make things a little easier on 3rd down.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Stroud going to set up to throw. That is caught. Finding Higgins.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Xavier McKinney, the one who brings him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They face 2nd down and 7.
All right. 18. What's that?
Here's Stroud. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
Now 3rd and 5.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. play coming up. This is third down.
18, what's that?
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his man. That's Noel. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 60 racks on a
Oh, ready? Out to the right. 18, what's that?
Stroud to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Tyrell Dodson in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And I think after that last sack, we're going to see a little bit of a change in strategy by the offensive coordinator. He decided to go empty. There's no one in the backfield to help with the offensive line, pick up blitzes, and even if you have some opportunities downfield, you got to protect the quarterback first.
18.
On second down, Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They need one right now. Third and long.
Tony.
Now Stroud. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl.
And this is blocked. They got it. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
Drive will start on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Crazy. Here goes Stroud.
Throwing now is May. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. First time they've worked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
You're on the ball.
Higgins sent in motion. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
He was brought down by Kalen Moore. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They're going to put Gibson in motion here. Now a give up the middle. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Second and inches. In motion, it's Golden. They'll stick with him again. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
They'll stay on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Already know I got shit on go. When they call it, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the glow. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of C-roll. Taking money up to a whole nother level. From no better. When I got
they'll try again here. Second and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Hey, what's that? Torpedo!
We'll try to get this one on the ground. And you'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling you that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw.
Here is 1st and 10.
Wow, tonight. At 18. Why Tony?
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball's out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Here's 2nd down.
Oh, ready? At 18. What's that?
Stroud to throw. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
So after that safety, it is a free kick, and that comes from the 20. Taken at the 19. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Packers. First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers and make that a 5th straight victory as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Houston, good night, everyone.